Hi friends, today I have the honor of introducing to you Dr. Suvankar Datta. He is a rank 9 June 2020 AIMS exam. He's a top 10 ranker and it is an awesome pleasure to have him in the DAM studio and today to have an interview with him. But before specific questions, I want you to know that with the kind of hardships that he has done this year, after his internship, he decided to join DAMS Delhi. He joined us for the DAMS test and discussion. And towards the end of the course, we had that lockdown happening in Delhi. He went back to Kolkata, and in the Kolkata, we had that cyclone coming, and it was tough time. And but despite everything happening around him, he continued with positivity, and that is critical to know that he continued with positivity despite having a NEET PG rank of 13,000. He made a comeback into top 10 in AIMS. Highly credible, Suvankar. We are really proud of you. Tell us,
Thank you so much, sir.
more about your journey. How are you feeling
Yeah,
right now?
I am overwhelmed right now. I can't explain the feeling. You can only feel this once you are like through everything and you are in a top 10. Like this feeling is unexplainable. Yeah.
And when you were telling me, when we were discussing earlier that, when you saw your result, you wanted to reconfirm it, you got your parents to reconfirm it, you
Yeah.
know, but has this now sunk in, or it is still, that excitement, adrenaline is still, pumping?
I don't know about the adrenaline, but I'm just waiting for the rank card. Like, in that PDF, you see your roll number. I just want to see my name and then the rank. I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for it.
So, Suvankar, let's begin by asking you how was your, experience with the DAMS test and discussion? Why did you decide to come to Delhi for a DAMS AIMS test and discussion? And what was your experience with the course?
The AIMS test and discussion course is the one which my seniors and their seniors have always done, whoever have been preparing for the mid-year exams. So I did my MBS from JIPMER, and so after my internship in December, in January I came and joined your test and discussion. So the reason was obvious because I knew that to get into the top medical college in the country, we have to this AIMS P&D is must in dance.
How was your experience with the quality of questions which were asked and the discussions that were happening? How was your experience with them when you actually came to the classes?
Yeah, so my first class was Path, and the Path class was, really good. I mean, it gives you a reality check that I thought that I was very good in Path, but then I saw the questions, and the quality of the questions were like really good. I mean, they test your concepts and everything that they know what exactly we do not know, and they try to give us that information and the concept through the questions. So that was great. So the first day I came for the T&D course, I was really impressed. I mean, I knew that I had made the right decision of joining this T&D.
Did you go back and analyze what questions you had done wrong, and did you, work on your weaknesses?
For the T&D,
Yeah. After the T&D session, did
uh,
you analyze your mistakes?
yeah, I think that is a very important. There is a very important role of analyzing what mistakes you have done. So initially, I was kind of procrastinator, but then I realized that if I leave those for the end moment, I'm just missing them. So after 1 month, I started coming back and reanalyzing what questions I did wrong and why I did wrong, whether it was a conceptual mistake. If it was a conceptual mistake, I ensure that I imbibed the concept. If it was a silly mistake, I just noted it down so that I do not make the silly mistake later in the main exam.
And I think what happens is that mistakes always keep coming back. So it's an idea is good idea
Definitely,
that
yes.
you have to learn that why I'm doing it wrong so that it does not happen again. Because if it is a fault in our thinking process, it tends to recur.
Definitely. I like to share something here that
Yeah.
just a few days before the AIMS exam, the main exam, the only thing I did was to see what mistakes I had done before. Because even if my knowledge was much different from what I had in January beginning, but still, if I had done some mistake, there was something which was going on in my mind which made me do the mistake, right? So I have to be very sure that I am not doing that in the main exam. where even 1 mark can make a huge difference in ranks. So that is very crucial.
Do you think test and discussion is the ideal course for somebody wanting to improve, and especially when you're targeting a central exam and you want to improve fast and you want to learn from discussions and learn the skill of, what is going wrong and, kind of improving? Were you happy with the format?
Yeah, definitely. Because I didn't have so much time for the regular courses, because regular courses go on for a very long time, and your TND course was just for 3 or 4 months. So that was the apt time uh, for doing a lot of subjects in a very short amount of time, and only the ones which are needed. Because we know that in AIMS and other central institutes, they tend to repeat the topics, right? So TNDs help you in knowing the topics, and you can always improve on them.
So, Ankur, any particular teachers that you recall right now that when you attended, you were talking about pathology was the first class, and you were very happy with the
Yes.
way Sam was teaching. Any other teachers that today?
I think all DAMS faculty are very good. Particularly, I remember the path class. Then I remembered the anatomy class, because sir came and he started showing us all the images from Netter, and whatever possible images were there which AIMS can ask in the exam. He showed and made sure that we will be able to solve those questions if they come in the main exam. So Anat I really liked. Then Pharma Tirus's class was amazing. I mean, he covered the entire pharmacology class in just one single TND. So that was great. And I remember about surgery class. Surgery class, I knew about sir, and when I attended his TND, I knew that this is just what we need for AIMS exam, because he taught us the exact topics which tend to repeat in AIMS, and whatever we needed to know. In the end, I only went through the TND notes what I had.
Were you also happy with the AIMS capsule and the resources that you have on the eMedicos app? Did you use the AIMS capsule for revision?
Yeah, so I did not use the AIMS capsule for revision, but when I was starting a subject, I was staying there with a friend of mine, so we used to play those videos, and we used to note down whatever topics they have asked to us to prepare for AIMS exam. So we used to first complete those topics, and then if we thought from the previous year questions, if some other topics were relevant, we used to do that. But we ensured that whatever topics were mentioned in the AIMS capsule, we finished that.
And I think AIMS capsule is a very rich resource for anybody aspiring for Central Institute. It covers almost, it gives you an idea on what is important in which subject in a very brief amount of time. So, Ankur, I also want to know from you, when you were giving this AIMS exam, 3 days before the exam board announced that we are going to do a single choice paper only. They changed the pattern. So, how did you manage this ups and downs that were there in this year? And I am sure you would agree that this rank that you have gotten is not only a result of your academics, it's also a result of your mindset. You were able to kind of come out of so many problems, and you predicted that the lockdown would happen a day before everybody else did. You went back home, and then you kept on studying. Then the cyclone came, the electricity was gone. Then the pattern changed, the exam postponed. What did you keep telling yourself all the time?
So overall, it was kind of chaos. Like whatever happened, I'm sure that many people have gone through the same thing. This whoever have written the AIMS exam, this lockdown and the Amphan, the people who are studying in Kolkata. So we did not have light or electricity for those 3 days. So I remember my mom got me candles so that I can study. Then so it was tough, but you can do it. You just need to have the motivation, because ultimately our goal is to study in the topmost institute, and you know that there's so many people around you who are trying for that. So there is no stopping when you're preparing.
And that is really inspiring that you studied with a candle also at that time, and now you are at a rank 9 after the such a journey. It is really inspiring for future aspirants. can you also help the future aspirants by analyzing the AIMS exam for us and tell us, when you were giving the exam, we did not have any videos and all those kind of things in this year's exam, probably because of the
Yes.
challenges that the exam board had in conducting the paper. But when you were giving the exam, and now that you have actually got a top 10 rank, any particular topics that you feel that future aspirants should definitely look at?
Okay, if we go by subjects, then number one, anatomy. So anatomy, I think they are gradually shifting to surface anatomy. Like this time they asked about till what level the lungs can go. And they showed us picture of a liver and they marked ABCD till what level. So we have seen that in the last 1 to 2 years, they have been asking about surface anatomy. They started with a very easy question like identifying the Kodaker process, and then they gradually this was a very high level kind of thing. I don't think I did that correctly. So I think surface anatomy will have a major role to play in the upcoming exams. Then surprisingly, this time cadaveric images were not there. Like we prepared, we saw cadavers and went, but it was not there. And physio, as always, it's direct pictures from Ganong. So Ganong is a must for AIMS exam. Then biochem, I did not do particularly very well because I missed the biochem TND. So I didn't have notes of biochem, so I could not revise properly. So I think it's very crucial that you do not miss a TND, because ultimately you won't have time to revise your books. You'll only have time to revise the TND notes. And yeah.
Other than that, what about visuals? I think this time the visuals were also not as many as what you would expect in a AIMS exam.
Yeah, definitely. I was very unhappy actually, because I prepared properly for the visuals and all the images and everything. So I was a bit disappointed. And the pattern also was, I was not very happy with the pattern, because that's not what you expect a AIMS paper to be. I felt it was, if we had, it was a lot more factual. So I did not prepare like that. But main thing is that ultimately those few questions doesn't make a difference. That might be difficult for even the other people who are preparing only for AIMS, right? So in that case, what I feel is that you have to be very focused. You have to be now that AIMS give a very atypical paper. You cannot think that okay, they can ask anything. You still have to follow the last 3-year question papers. You have to see what they have asked, because this paper, many of us might be knowing that it was a second paper. They changed the paper, we have heard about it, due to certain reasons. So this might not be the paper which reflects what is going to be there in the next paper. But definitely certain things is always there. Like trauma was heavily asked. Emergency medicine was very important. It's always important. This time also it was important. And the questions from emergency medicine are not straightforward. They'll ask you which is not true. And that is very, very tricky. So you have to be very thorough with trauma. And I think I read trauma very well. And because sir had also taught trauma very well in his class. So I think if you do trauma, it will definitely give you an edge.
And so Ankit, now you have, when we take you a step further, you have given the PGI exam also.
Yeah.
Can you compare the two exams now for future aspirants? Like this PGI was having again, more conceptual, less repeats. What was your opinion about the PGI exam?
Okay, so I knew from my friends that PGI exam is supposedly gives a lot of repeats. So but मुझे actually देना नहीं था PGI उतना, मतलब I always wanted to study in AIMS. So after AIMS I came back and I just partied, I celebrated with my dad, whatever जो भी हो देखा जाएगा. So PGI I did not prepare very well, but when I gave the exam I kind of felt that my PGI exam was going better than the AIMS exam, because it was more conceptual. It was not that many facts, and if I had actually prepared for PGI, I think I would have done better than what I would be doing when the results come.
A lot of students have told me that this time the PGI exam felt more conceptual than the AIMS exam actually to them.
It was.
I want to know, how many questions did you attempt in the AIMS exam, and approximately how many did you get right in the AIMS exam?
So I attempted around 194 questions, and I'm actually not quite sure about how many I got right in the exam, because I did not go through many recall questions.
Yeah.
I would
But you were aggressive. You
guess.
were aggressive in the paper. I think that is the key here. You were aggressive. You did 190 plus in the
Yeah,
exam. I think that is the key.
I think it would be around 140 to 150.
Great. Great. And do you remember the number of choices that you marked in the PGI exam?
I did not. I don't remember exactly, but मुझे कुछ like I had nothing to lose, so I ensured that even if I feel that one choice is there, which is even if I remotely think that it might be true or it is false or whatever the question asks, I mark that.
Okay. And Shivank, I also want to know from you that you being a classroom student, you attended the classroom test and discussion. So tell us about the energy that you feel in a classroom, because I feel as a teacher that I tend to feel the excitement of teaching when I see the children in their eyes, and I feel very excited about the classroom. So what was your experience in the classroom, and do you think that because especially in the AIMS TND in Delhi, you had all top rankers sitting
Yeah.
preparing for the aims, did that help you in gauging the level of competition if they were answering and you were answering all that? Were you happy with the classroom experience?
I think if I had not joined the classroom program, I would have not even been in the top 100 or 200. The reason is very simple. Because when I went to Delhi, right, so all the people who were around me, they had ranks like 100, 200 in NEET. Some people had 100, 200 in AIMS, and they were again preparing for AIMS because they wanted a better rank. And then you gradually know, like in Pondicherry, the competition was not there from where I had done MBBS. So after from Delhi only, I realized that okay, yeah, actual competition. Like I gave you AIMS TNDs. My rank was hardly ever in top 10 or 20. I mean, I had ranks like 70, 80. I had ranks like 100, 200 among 400, 500 people. So that just pushed me that no, like okay, okay, this was not up to your expectations, but still, now you know the mistakes you have made and you can do it better. So that was a very motivating, and it pushes you forward because you know the people who are around you only are so good. And so in the main exam where all the people from all over the country will be giving the exam, so you have to be the best among the people who are around you to be the best among the people in the country.
So, Ankar, I also want to know that did you give the DAMS AIMS PG CBT or mock that we conducted, which was supposed to be done as a CBT, and then we
Yeah,
converted it to internet-based test because of the pandemic. So, did you give the test, and what was your rank in that test?
yeah. So I gave the first AIMS PG CBT which you conducted. I gave the test, and my rank was 14 in that test.
That is, did that give you confidence that now you are on the right track?
Yeah, definitely. Like that was my best rank in any DAMS exam. So that
Yeah.
I knew that okay, this is the I'm on the right track, and अभी ऐसे ही चलना है. I have to go along this way. I have to work in the same way, and I have to just remain focused, and I'll get it.
And second mock you could not give because of the cyclone
Yeah,
at Kolkata, which is like, but still, I would like to take a moment to appreciate your efforts. Despite the difficulties that you were facing, you managed to remain positive. And what I really, really like about Suvankar is that his confidence. That after AIMS exam, even before the result, he had started to enjoy and relax. So did you feel that you have done your best and now you are on the roll?
not really. The reason was that these 5 months were uh, very hard. Like I'm a very social person. Like I'm not very academically oriented, and this 5 months I had to cut off myself from my like social circle in Pondicherry and Kolkata, and I had to be like almost दिन में 18 hours. No, 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 sorry, not 18 hours. Some 14, 16 hours I had to just study. So that was AIMS exam was okay. अब ये हो गया. Now whatever I do, even if I get peripheral lens also, it's fine. But I'm done. I cannot study anymore.
The key here is that what I think is that the key is to have a calm mind, I think. And Swankar, I'm sure you must be having some extracurricular hobbies as well. By talking to
Yeah.
you, I have a feeling that you seem like a all-rounder kind of a person. Tell us more about yourself.
Well, like I was very, I was a part of the IMA Medical Students Network as well. So I have done extracurricular, like I like playing the piano. I was a singer before I joined MBBS, and I wanted to become a playback singer. So it was very obvious that if I get into AIMS or diploma or in Kolkata Medical College, I'll pursue MBBS. Otherwise, I'll go into playback singing. So like I love singing. I love singing. I love composing music, and also I'm interested in research. So I have done also, and I like innovation. So we collaborated with IIT Madras. We made a device, point of care device, and we went to the finals of the Indian Innovation Growth Program. So like uh, apart from academics, I like doing all this stuff, which is a little bit different from like just padhai and all.
So Ankur, do you want to now tell to the world that ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ पढ़ने से ही rank आता है? It is about that entire mindset that you build up, and you've been doing everything possible. A lot of people believe that topper है तो सिर्फ पढ़ रहा होगा, but you've kind
बिल्कुल
of
नहीं.
done everything. I think from leadership to innovation to participating, it's highly impressive.
Yeah, I have been involved in our students' council from my second year. In fact, when DAMS Pondicherry was starting, you will remember. In fact, I had very good relationship with that guy who started, and like because DAMS always sponsors our Spandan, so
Yeah.
yeah, Mr.
We,
Ayush
we
Aman.
love coming to Jitmar, we love coming to, participate in that event, I think we've done that for many years.
Yeah, and we are really grateful to DAMS for that. So yeah, definitely. See, when I started preparing for entrance, I was very. One more thing which kept me going was that I had to show that you can be involved in everything. You can be involved in a social life. You can have a great social life. You can have a great whatever you want to do, like extracurricular activities or whatever you do. You can be in the council. You can organize fests, but whatever you're doing, you have to give your 100%. So, and whatever I have done, I have given my 100%. We did Connaissance. So I was the first organizing secretary for Connaissance when we started. And we did a great show at that time with like 20 states and all. And main thing is that you have to give your 100% to whatever you're doing, and you will excel at that. That's very important. So when I started preparing for PG also, I gave my 100%. There's nothing like 90%, 95%. Whatever you're doing, you have to do properly.
I think that is the key here. That is like when you're
Yeah.
playing, you play to win. Either don't play. So, I think
Yeah.
his idea has always been that if he's organizing something, 100% I'm in it to it. If he's studying, it is 100%. If he's singing, it is 100%. I'm sure, we will get an opportunity to hear you sing sometime as well. I don't know if this is the right moment to ask you right now or not, but
No, not right now.
and do you have your family around you right now? Or are they asleep right now?
No, they're asleep right now.
Yeah, asleep right now. Maybe next time we'll catch them live on
Yeah,
this
sure,
interview.
sure.
And
Yeah,
next time when you are visiting Delhi, we will love to meet you personally as well. I hope till
definitely,
then
sir.
the pandemic at least would have plateaued, and I hope everybody remains safe. This has been a rock and roll year so far, and that makes the achievement that he has done in a much more bigger because even concentrating on study in this difficult time was very difficult. So I totally want to congratulate him on behalf of the entire DAMS family. I want to wish him all the best for his future. So, Ankur,
Thank you,
which
sir.
branch do you want to take?
So I am not quite sure right now, to be very honest, because I'm interested in medical devices. So let's see. I'll find out. I'll do a little
Radiology
research.
might
I'll
be a
ask my
good idea.
faculty. Yeah.
I think radiology might be a good idea if you like devices, but take your
Yeah.
time in deciding. It's a very, very important decision to take.
Yes.
And so, Ankit, can I now ask you to give a final message for future aspirants?
Yeah. So I always wanted to say this thing. So there are many people right now who have done well in this exam, who have not done well in this exam, but it does not matter. Okay. So I had a rank of more than 13,000, and there are lots of people in like who got far better rank than me, but who have not done the exam. So 6 months for the next AIMS exam, I think I have around 5 months, and it can be done. Even 5 months is more than enough for getting a good rank. You have to be very focused on what you want. You have to avoid FOMO, that okay, everybody is reading this thing and I also will read. If it's not an important topic, you should not read that topic and waste your time, right? And be very focused. If you are if you have not done very well in your academics, even in the past, it does not matter at this point of time, because you can always learn. And key point is revision. Revision is very, very, very important. Once you're done with your readings, you have to revise, because you will there is forgetting is unavoidable. Like, this is the human mind, right? You will obviously forget. So you have to keep revising. At least 2 revisions is must. And before going to the exam, you have to see your mistakes which you have done. You have to note down your mistakes. And before the exam, just see your mistakes, because that exercise will help you avoid crucial mistakes in the main exam.
If I summarize, what my understanding, it has been a pleasure to talk to him. What I've understood from him is that he is 100% guy, and that is very, very important to win in life. Like, I totally believe in it. I totally agree what he says, that whatever you're doing, you should be doing 100%. There's no point in doing 90% and 80% and regretting later. That is number one quality that Suvankar has. Number two quality that I like about him is that he knows what he wants. Like, he wanted to get into AIIMS, even at a rank of 13,000 in the last NEET PG exam. I'm sure people must have told you it is very difficult to get into AIIMS now at 13,000. But he and he selected AIIMS test and discussion because he knew that I want to get into AIIMS, and this is a fast track course that he wanted. He followed what the teachers were saying. He was enjoying in the classes, and he was analyzing his mistakes in a scientific manner, and he planned his revision. He did not let any hardship come into way of his positivity. He did not let the cyclone affect him. He did not let the electricity failure affect him. Even if it was a candlelight, he continued forward and he made it happen. He did a good aggressive exam, and anything is possible. And I am telling you today that if you have not done well in the May AIIMS exam, if you continue forward for the next 6 months, work hard, work without having that FOMO thing that everybody gets thinking, uska bhi kar lo, ye bhi kar nahi. Just focus on what you're doing, revise. It is possible to do what he has done in the June exam. You can do it in the November exam. Stay positive and keep, anytime you have a doubt, keep remembering that if he could do it in 6 months, I can also do it. Take this positivity from this interview. Any final words or anything that you want to say in particular, Suvankar, before we conclude this interview?
No, I just want to tell you the same thing which Sir told right now. Give your 100%, and you will be sitting in the same position where I am sitting today and giving the interview with Sumer Sir.
And I would once again like to congratulate you for your exemplary performance. And I would like to extend my congratulations to your parents as well. I'm sure they will be very, very proud of you today. And I look forward to meeting you in Delhi when you are doing your residency in AIIMS in Delhi. A heartiest congratulations once more. Let's make a customary re-sign on this time on the internet, but when you come, we'll make it in truth also.
Sure.
Yeah. Best of luck. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you.